Now to, believe it or not, another air traffic control outage affecting Newark's Liberty International Airport, putting planes and passengers as well at risk. This is the fourth system outage in less than a month at the air traffic control that handles flights in and out of that airport, Newark Airport. This one happened yesterday, and Chris Van Cleve is back with us with the details. Chris, great to see you.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, good morning. This was a little bit before noon, so the sky was full of planes when this brief outage hit. Now, the FAA says it lasted just 2 seconds, but a source familiar said it took about a minute for things to fully come back online. The disruption prompted controllers at the airport to hold departing flights for a time at Newark, while other controllers warned flights they may not be able to communicate with the planes in the air.
Just be advised, we may be having a frequency outage.
United 2295.
Go ahead, 2295.
It may be a while. They lost the radar and frequencies again.
Now, the FAA says all flights that were in the air stayed a safe distance apart. Last week, CBS News obtained exclusive video of the May 9th outage that left controllers' screens blank. That followed the April 28th outage, prompting about a half dozen controllers to take trauma leave. Since then, Newark Airport has been riddled with ongoing flight delays and cancellations due in large part to FAA staffing shortages. The FAA has been slowing down the number of flights in and out of Newark, they say, to ensure safety. And the agency is recommending limiting the number of flights allowed per hour.
I know, and you fly into Newark in and out. We talked to you about it last week where I said, at what point do we get concerned about this? We're hearing that it happened again. You're flying out of Newark. You still feel okay?
I flew into Newark on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, I think what's important here is there are layers of air traffic control. So if the Philly Center can't communicate, it's not that those planes disappear from everyone's screens. The tower and the other center does have the ability to track those aircraft.
Why are people taking trauma leave? Is that because they're afraid or they have anxiety?
You know, I think I don't want to speak for those controllers, but I think if you put yourself in their position, given you've had 2 air crashes this year, one of them, certainly there's been blame pointed at air traffic controllers. You're sitting in a room and your screen goes blank, and you can't communicate with the planes you're responsible for.
You don't want those lives on your head.
Exactly.
And that's what an air traffic controller said in an interview. He said, I don't want that on my head. I know, I'm very uneasy. I'm not planning to fly in and out of Newark anytime soon.